Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It is that time. It is tarot time with Cindy. That means we're going to do a general collective reading. It may or may not resonate, and if it does, I'm very glad that we were able to connect. If it does not, hopefully next time, my friends. So we're going to get started. I've actually already pulled out some archetypal cards. And I'm going to pull out some tarot to get a little more on the message. And I'm going to go right into it with you, my friends. So let's get started. Okay. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Okay. Oh, there's something in this reading that's reminded me of a Pisces reading I did a little while ago. It was something about you schooled this person. It's kind of picking up a bit of that energy. Okay. Okay. Whoever am I picking up here? I'm going to say there's something about your energy that really somebody can't handle. Somebody can't handle your energy, okay? They can't seem to handle your energy because there's aspects of it that I would describe as Jessica Rabbit. I don't know whether you're male or female. Okay, there's aspects of your energy that's kind of like Jessica Rabbit. And if you don't know, go see Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And because, okay, this is so funny. Like, look at this card. This is like kind of picking up on your energy here. Whoever this is for, you are like the femme fatale in the light, and it's like you leave like a wake of, it's just, I don't know, like your femininity, all right, whether you're male or female, is very powerful. And it's so powerful that it leaves a wake of destruction. But because I want to say it leaves, there's something about there's something about the egos that come towards you, and there's one in particular that we're going to be talking about that has a real difficult time with your energy because it is completely genuine, it is completely pure, but there's somebody around you who doesn't see it that way because they don't look at their own self. They don't look at their own shadow, and because they don't look at their own shadow, they honestly can't believe that you can be this way. You could be dealing with, someone, I'm going to speak in this reading like I'm talking to a woman or somebody who at least identifies as quite feminine here, okay? Because I feel like you could be a woman quite feminine, and you hold that energy in a way that a lot of people would assume that you have ulterior motives, or you're going to use that energy in an ulterior way. Like, you could be drop dead gorgeous, or there could be some pheromonal aspect of you that, like, you could take advantage of a lot of people here. So this person, if they had your energy, they would take advantage of a lot of people. They know they would. Why wouldn't they? It would be like just ripe for the picking. So it's the thing too. There's the energy of you here as well. Okay. This is how you also appear to others, but this is actually kind of like the energy that you're trying to put out there. This is the energy that you more try to put out there, but it's not your authentic self. So maybe this person is like picking up on saying like, there's something about you that's not authentic, and I'm going to find it. But the funny thing is, once they find why, you kind of mask, it's kind of funny, right? You kind of mask yourself a little bit here, and you do have the mask on, but it's still in the light. And it's a desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So this is somebody who I want to say that I'm picking up on, who 100% utilizes themselves and the energy that God has gifted them to do things in their highest good, in the highest good of others. Maybe you've always been like this, maybe you haven't. I don't know. That's how I'm reading you right now. So when we get to like why you kind of hide the truth of who you are, all right? And the truth of who you are is, quite honestly, you could have anybody you wanted, and you could do anything you wanted with them. No, but utilizing your feminine energy in that. And this could also be setting off anyone who has very unhealthy masculine energy, or anyone who has very unhealthy energy, period, masculine or feminine. Yeah, it could even lean more towards someone who's using feminine energy in a very unhealthy way, or their own feminine energy is very unhealthy. Because the truth of who you are is just like, I'm telling you, it's Jessica Rabbit, honey. It's Jessica Rabbit. So I know like a lot of you are into astrology, so it's kind of funny. Like I'm just hearing, what did she used to say? She's, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. And it could be like, I'm not bad, my astrological planets are just placed that way. So I don't know. But look at this. Look at how beautiful this energy is. This is why you hide your true self. Because it's protecting your inner child. There is an absolute authenticity to exactly who you are. And yes, you could probably take on any partner that you wanted. You could probably, you kind of, I want to say that there's a bit of a mermaid energy to you, not a siren, because I feel like a siren is somebody who may not be aware of the potential detriment of their energy to others. I don't know, maybe you could have even pulled off some type of siren energy at some point. Look at the shadow of this. Inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. I feel like somebody feels like that's you. That's you. You could do that with this. Why don't you? There's also a bit of a like a Marilyn Monroe energy coming off here too. Although I want to say the projection of, I kind of like a projection of that. So your light, innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine, Ace of Pentacles. So you're creating through purity, you're creating through and maintaining the innocence of who you are, of yourself. And when I look at that and I look at this is kind of like a mask. A bit of a mask anyways. It may not be 100%, but because the Three of Pentacles comes out with it, it kind of makes me feel like at the end of the day, you will not compromise your own karmic energy and the righteousness of your own path for others. They're going to have to do that on their own. It's like, there's something about that where it just feels like it could kind of get pushed a little bit to, oh, okay, wait a second. No, I won't do that. Or if there's something that like, a group of people we're like, you know what? You totally have a way with words, or you just have to walk in the room and this person will just like crumble under your energy and you could get them to do whatever you wanted. I don't think so. I just get that with this, like, why you hide that. At the end of the day, it's about the innocence and the purity of your own inner child and your divine connection through that. So here's another, right? The shadow of that is an inability to defend oneself against negative forces, because I feel like there is a negative energy that this, right? Okay. The person that you're dealing with, how do I describe it? They are being asked to look at their tendency to intimidate others, because their tendency to intimidate others is actually concealing the deep fears that they have behind their own verbal or physical abuse. This person could have been verbally or physically abused, and then they do that to others. That could have happened to them with an energy like a mother or a partner in some way that was a shadow of femme fatale. So they see like a femme fatale energy and they just immediately assume and they can't see anything else. And literally this energy is being asked to look at things inside themselves that they're going to have a very difficult time looking at. All right. I feel like there's some type of lesson too between the two of you. I don't know, whoever you are and whoever this energy is that doesn't believe who you are. This situation, this relationship, in whatever capacity it is in the process of transforming. And it's transforming base motives into goals. Into the goals and golden wisdom. Now, I don't know if there's somebody around you who's trying to sabotage you or trying to maybe, I don't know if this person is trying to dig up information about you and there's nothing to dig up, or this person's trying to even set up some sort of situation and say, oh, I'm going to really show what your motives are about here. But it's like, I don't know, it's almost like somebody running into a saint or a really sexy saint, really sexy saint. And then I'm going to set them up. So I feel like in some form here, somebody's motives and goals are going to be shown, and that's going to provide wisdom. I'm kind of thinking and hoping it would be wisdom on all parts here, right? Yeah. All right. Oh my gosh. So, okay, this person, right, is going to have to take a look at some things here. I think your energy is trying to force them to not force them. It's almost like they're knocking on a door, or they're knocking on a door with sort of like a password or a code. And the door is to you. The door is to your energy. And they think that this is the password or the code to get to that energy because they think they know what your energy is. But they could not be more wrong. But this misconception is based on they're concealing their own fears here. And they do that by lashing out. They like to intimidate other people because there's something really deep going on in this person that they don't want to look at. Now, what's really, really fascinating is if this person, I think it's happening, it's just kind of like an energy, it's showing how it's happening. This person, the outcome going on here is, I feel like this is somebody that is not part of your energy. There's some sort of divide between you and this person that's occurring, but it's almost as if either spirit has put this divide in here, or you've drawn some type of boundary around them or the situation. However that divide has come up, I feel like this person is going to feel excluded and lack companionship in some way here. There's a possibility too that this person has been betraying any misuse of confidences or loss of personal identity. It's almost like they've lost themselves, and I feel like they may be misusing confidences. It's kind of funny, right? You've got the Three of Pentacles here. So I don't know, maybe possibly You know this person through a group, you know this person through family dynamic or something, and there's things that this person knows about you that I really don't feel like it's anything bad or shadowy, but it honestly, like, you know what, well, that's personal. You wouldn't share that. You shouldn't share that. I feel like this person may be going on the precipice of or already has engaged in that activity, and it makes them look bad. It just makes them look bad, and it's like, I just honestly feel like you're going to be lifted from whatever this weight is, because I think this person is going to get a recognition from other sources that shows them that they're kind of misguided, they're misinterpreting, and you've really lost yourself here. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, what are you doing? What's your problem? They're like, I don't know. I do feel like if this person engages in any kind of gossip or chit chat about you, that it's kind of like, okay, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. Like, let's say that there's something that's happened to you in your life. I don't want to trigger anybody, but I'm still trying to pick up on something that would be, quite personal to you. It could be like maybe the loss of a pregnancy, or the loss of, I don't know, that's just coming up. So maybe that's relevant for some of you. And maybe this is something that this person knows, or you confided in this person about it. Like, it's nothing that you have to be ashamed about. It's just something like, I don't want people to see me that way. I don't want people to just think of me in that way when I walk into a room or whatever. Like, this is my private information. This person would divulge that. And because it's like, I feel like the other people that they would be speaking to or communicating with, that they would be like, oh, wait, that's not cool. Like, that's not something that, you should be talking about. If you know that personally, that they give you that information. So that also tells the people that they're dealing with, like, oh, wait a second, you got to really be careful what information you share with this person. Because if you find yourself in kind of like opening up to whatever this person is, you can't trust your information with them. They're not trustworthy. So that is kind of like what looks like an outcome here. I also want to say, like, perhaps some of you have been involved in something like this, and there's been some people that have, like, whoop, they've pulled away from you because they're like, oh, maybe even at some point believing in things here. I don't know what it could be. So I want to say that you will be seen kind of like as a loyal companion. You're not somebody who is good. I mean, it really is who you are. But the funny thing is, like, it doesn't look like, because it's in the light. If it was in the shadow, I would totally be like, oh, wait a second. I think this person might be calling you out on some type of energy here. Somebody might have wanted to be dependent on your energy, or wanted you to be dependent on their energy. And with the Ten of Swords, oh, Lordy. Okay, so this is interesting. So this card here is like how this person really feels about you. Why don't we just get right into that, right? Okay, so it came out in the shadow, and it's the seeker, inability to commit to a path once found, right? The light is thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So I want to say that this person just thinks you're a big fat fraud. But it doesn't seem like it's going to work out for this person, and they really do have, I don't know, let's clarify this bully shit. Bully, Nine of Swords. This person wants you to feel, I think they want you to feel as bad as they feel about themselves. That's what they want. They want you to feel as bad about you as they do about themselves. Bully, Nine of Swords. Okay. Now the cards landed in interesting ways. The Emperor card landed like right up on the who, like kind of who you really are energy. And then this Karma, which is judgment, landed on the bully upside down. So I think there's a sense of leadership and strength that you bring to the table. Again, if you're female or feminine, you're still doing, you're still utilizing this Emperor energy, and you crush egos. That's who you are. You're totally like a Jessica Rabbit. I don't know. You crush egos. And right, like she was so devoted to Roger Rabbit. She probably could have had anybody. But yeah, so she's so devoted to Roger Rabbit. And this Judgment in reverse. I mean, I think this is like about a self-judgment. This is like really looking at yourself hard here. I don't know that this person is going to do it. I don't know. They kind of need to. They need to get into their own head. And they really, I kind of want to say, like, think about how they feel, how people make them feel, how you make them feel, how people make them feel, how they may have reacted in certain situations, or if, things occurred in a situation and they reacted away, and they look back, like, we all have like wounds and shit that we're dealing with, and we can all react in an inappropriate way at certain times, right? But the whole idea here is maybe, right, with this wisdom, alchemize our experience, like step back and then look at it. Somebody who's done any shadow work too will often do this and like, why have I been repeating this pattern in my life? Or why is this going on? And then like, come on, you know what? I think it's because this happened in the schoolyard when I was 10 and I never got over it. So like look at it, right? Like, just look at it. This person's not looking at it. Okay. Companion. Loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Oh. The Nine of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. This is kind of like the outcome. So I do feel like the outcome is both between like, what outcome this person is going to be experiencing and the outcome you're going to be experiencing. I'm going to be honest. I feel like there's going to be some sort of moment, maybe like a tower moment or something, or this maybe individual, or could even be a group for all I know, is going to have a bit of a moment here. And you're not going to be worried about it. You're just kind of two with the 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel like if this has been any sort of burden for you, like the burden is released. Right? I mean, this person needs the Nine of Swords. And you're moving and you're functioning beyond that. Coming up with a new outlook for yourself. Why do they think that you're big fat fraud? Why do they think you're a big fat fraud? Why do they think you're a big fat fraud? Oh my God, because nobody can be that good. That's why. The High Priest, the Hierophant, the Moon, and the Ten of Pentacles. I think because you're really authentic, I think you do things in a certain way here that a lot of people may not understand, but yet it seems to produce an exceptional outcome for you. So they're like, you got to be doing something. You got to be banging the mayor, man. I don't know. It is. The Ace of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. I want to say, you do you, boo. You do you, boo. And just like really focus on what you know, what you're mastering here in your life, whatever that is. If some of you are Jessica Rabbits, could do. I'm going to do the extended. I'm going to do them there. I think what I'm going to do, because I know there's going to be two sides. There's going to be people that are like, I don't want to know what this person has to say at all. And there's going to be other people like, yeah, I want to know what they fucking say. So I'm going to go over there and I'm going to look at what this person would tell you. Like if they could just have like a full-on conversation with you, which I kind of feel like it's probably not a good idea, but you're going to understand this person's mindset a little bit better in the extended. And their deepest thoughts about about you. And then what I'm going to look at is actually, I'm going to just kind of see how you can just continue to be the best person that you authentically seem to be. So I am going to, it might be a little bit longer, the extended, because I am going to do two facets of it in that way. And if you don't like the one facet, you can just scroll through it. The other facet, more about you. That's what I have, everybody. Thank you so much. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.